Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you this demo of this application that allows you to record your thoughts because we humans get around like several thoughts throughout the day which we always lose the track of. But it's not a simple to-do application, which I'll show you why. But before we even look into this app further, let's understand why this application is needed. Okay, so before we even start, let's understand why this application exists in the first place so that I can then explain you the use case. Okay, so this is probably not another to-do application where you just record your ideas and whatever. It's more than that, and I'm going to explain you through these slides. And thankfully, this slide is created by Claude AI, Claude Design, by the way. I gave it like a synopsis of a story, like how I think, and then it gave me this beautiful slide. And it's really good. It's really good. So here you can see the dump process and create, and this is exactly the motto of this application. Nothing fancy, not a super complicated application, just a simple idea behind it. Okay, so first of all, a user on average gets around like a 6,000 plus thoughts in a day. I know the like not like a lot of them are like useless, and some of them might be useful, but again, those come at a very random time, like when you're walking, when you are in the shower, when you're mid conversation while you're talking to someone, and probably when you're falling asleep. It could be any weird time in a day when you might get these what do you say, like thoughts. I know, like, these thoughts can be as useless as like anything that you can imagine, but again, we are going to give attention to all these thoughts. The idea behind this application is the same. Like, you don't lose your thoughts behind the pile of thoughts, so that's where this application comes. For example, I have a note application where I have almost around like 100 plus thoughts recorded. Thoughts in the sense like what kind of a thing that I want to do, what kind of a thing that I want to explore, any kind of a thought, as useless as you might sound. Yeah, I added those thoughts in my notes application, but I never ever opened them again. I rarely open them, some of them, but like I don't even know. I never worked on each of them separately. I never looked into each of them, and all those thoughts came and just lost somewhere in the process. So the idea, so probably this application isn't that. It will give you interface to record thoughts, but those thoughts will be considered as well. So the idea is simply you come to this application, dump your thoughts. The thoughts could be as useless, which I'll show you what kind of thoughts it will be. And what happens once you have like a 20 to 50 different thoughts in a day throughout a day that you collected, and it will automatically get processed once a day by the app, whatever the time you will schedule, or even you can manually trigger it by manually. That's up to you. Okay, and after that, the AI behind it, basically a simple light model I used, will process each of these thoughts one by one, and get an answer of that, and basically append it into your thought library. So next day, when you will go through each of the thoughts, you will have a kind of a similar sort and simple explanation of what these thoughts are all about. And if you really like any kind of thought, any specific thought, you can further expand upon that. That is the idea behind it. Okay. So let's say you are just walking on the road and you randomly got some sort of thought, like, as useless as it might sound, for example, how to take over the world in the era of AI. It's really ridiculous, right? But still, doesn't matter, just dump it. That's the exact idea behind this application. And rest we will take care of it. Like, rest the application will take care of it basically. And press and forget. And once in a day, as you can see, like how to take over the world, why do cafes all sound the same, font that ages with the reader. But these are like a very specific kind of a thought. But again, depending on what kind of a person you are and what kind of a thing that matters for you. For example, for me, I'm right now learning different AI and related concepts. I have most of those kind of topics going on in my head throughout the day. For example, like how the land graph can be useful in what sense and things like that. Okay, so just drop those thoughts in a day, and once in a time it will always automatically get processed. It can be any time that you can choose. And here, this is the simple explanation you will get in return. And if any specific answer, if any specific thought that you really like while you are reading about them, one by one, you can explore it further, which means like that grab your attention, and you can pay a bit of an importance to that. That is the idea behind it. Because each of the thoughts in the era of AI, where everything is much simpler to execute, like the thoughts really become important, and it's a good idea to pay a little bit of attention to that, not to this one, basically, the how to take over the world. But yeah, you got the point. So yeah, this is exactly what this app is all about. Let's move on to the demo of this app, and then you will get a better understanding of how it works. So dump, process, and create. Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you the demo of this Kreation application. Kreation, like we will change it later, but the idea behind this app is very simple. It gives you ability to record the thoughts, and then later further expand upon it. Sounds very simple, but it's not just a simple, it's just another to-do application. It has some of the features which I'll show you just in a moment. First of all, you need to come here and just create an account. Once you have created your account, here is a very simple interface that you'll see. That's it. There is nothing fancy going on over here. Okay, so now as you know, like why this app is so important, let's see the demo of it and how it works. So simply you come here and you just type your thoughts, whatever it could be. For example, for me, what is LangChain? Although I know that, but again, let's assume these are the thoughts that I'm getting throughout the day. What is a LangChain? What is a LangGraph? What is a LangGraph? LangGraph. What is hydration? What is hydration? Hydration React, or like could be anything, how to build agents, how to build AI agents, etc. And you will see all these thoughts will appear in a sidebar in a desktop mode, which says like a waiting, which means it yet remain to be processed. Okay, and what will happen? You will go inside your settings and you will choose the time. For example, here it is by default 12 a.m. Okay, and at this specific time, all of these thoughts, if you click here, these thoughts will get processed, and you will get a synopsis of it, like what these thoughts are about. So you will come and check these thoughts once in a day or throughout a day. Like you have to collect just these thoughts throughout a day, like as many thoughts you can. And once in a day, you will look into your digest section, and here it will all appear. Right now we have four thoughts that remains to be processed, which will get processed at a specific time. But you can also trigger this creation, the process manually, which you simply click on here, like by clicking on starting, and it will take some time and it will process your thoughts. And don't worry, even if your application is closed, this should work pretty fairly. And here you can see like it has processed all these thoughts, like how to build AI agents. To build an AI agents, you need a core component in ABCD. And similarly, we have short explanation for each of these. Okay, as you can see. And now you can further expand on it. Just simply click on this by using this, and here you can talk about this. You can dig deep inside further. That is the whole idea behind it. That's simple, right? So this is how you can capture and process your thoughts, and this is how it will look like once the thoughts are processed. And you can again go back inside each of the thoughts, and then you can see the kind of conversation you have, which I'm building upon right now. So this is what it is.